Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of Out of the Furnace. This movie is directed by Scott Cooper, who previously directed Crazy Heart. This movie stars Christian Bale, Casey Affleck, and Woody Harrelson, with Willem Dafoe, Forest Whitaker, and Zoe Saldana. For those of you that haven't seen the trailer to the movie, this is the plot the trailer gives us. Out of the Furnace is about two brothers, Russell Baze, played by Christian Bale, and a younger brother, Rodney Baze, played by Casey Affleck. Now, Casey Affleck is a war veteran, and while he's in between tours, he likes to join underground fighting tournaments, headed by Woody Harrelson. Well, Rodney Baze goes missing one day, and Woody Harrelson is at fault, and so the older brother, Russell Baze, goes after him out of vengeance. Now, in all actuality, Out of the Furnace is a lot longer and more drawn out than we expected, so much so that for the first hour of the movie, we're given character profiles, and the plot that I just explained to you doesn't happen until halfway through the film. For those of you out there that are thinking Out of the Furnace is some action revenge movie like Next of Kin, you're wrong, because this movie isn't action-packed. It's not Christian Bale getting revenge for his brother, taking out 40 guys, and then Woody Harrelson. No, this movie is more like The Deer Hunter, where it's long. This movie focuses on characters and their way of life and their lifestyle, their actions and their consequences, rather than a rushed action revenge film. This movie is actually so dark and depressing that even when a character starts to cry, even just a little bit, you want to bawl your eyes out because everything is so intense and emotional. Now let me get on to the acting. Christian Bale as Russell Baze, his older brother who lives a day-to-day life but is a simple guy who makes a mistake and has to live with those mistakes. He did a really good job. I mean, he's a guy that can show brief glimpses of happiness, but also sadness. And I liked this movie because there's a lot of scenes where it just shows Christian Bale's face. And you're supposed to extract the emotion that he's feeling from just his face with no movement whatsoever. And he did a really good job of doing that. And then you have his younger brother played by Casey Affleck, who was a war vet. And he did a really good job as this younger brother that's just screwed up and has lost his way of life. And there's a scene where they're yelling at each other. Casey Affleck shows a scar on his body and tells Christian Bale about his experiences overseas. It's just really emotional. Great job. If anybody gets nominated for an Oscar in this movie, I could see it being Casey Affleck for Best Supporting Actor. And then Woody Harrelson, probably the best performance of this movie, because you could tell it was Woody Harrelson. It looked like Woody Harrelson, but he didn't sound like Woody Harrelson, and he sure as heck didn't act like Woody Harrelson. He was so dark in this movie. He just shows that he's such a great character actor. He's on a roll this year. He did a great job in this movie. One of the highlights for sure. Now those three guys were the best part of the movie. And now we get to where the movie kind of fails. On the movie poster and even in the trailer it says that Sam Shepard, Forest Whitaker, and Zoe Saldana are also in the movie. And they are, but they really went from being stars of the movie to just stars in a movie. You know how a movie casts its characters where they go, starring so-and-so, 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 and so-and-so with blah, blah, blah. They're the with characters. Don't laugh, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're the with characters, where Sam Shepard's role, absolutely pointless. Whereas Forest Whitaker and Zoe Saldana, out of the three scenes that they each have, only maybe one of them is pivotal to the movie. Other than that, they're really pointless. After seeing the movie, I was trying to think of different comparisons and similarities that I could give this movie to help you guys understand what it's like. And quite simply, you're going to either like Out of the Furnace or you're going to hate it. You're either going to see a plot, see human emotion, and see it as extremely powerful, or you're going to see no plot and just think this movie is very boring. So it's up to you guys to decide that. I'm going to give Out of the Furnace a B. I enjoyed the emotion and the acting the characters give off. Even though there is a plot and it takes a little while to get to it, I still saw it and I still appreciated everything that came before that. So until next time, guys, see ya.